each other, love each other as brothers and sisters, as brothers and sisters, and honor others, and honor others more than yourself, more than yourself. Romans 12:10, Romans 12:10. God gave us family we can help and love. We're gifts to each other from up above. You and me, all the people we see, we're all part of God's family. Love each other as brothers and sisters, as brothers and sisters, and honor others more than yourself, more than yourself. Romans 12:10, Romans 12:10. God gave us family we can help and love. We're gifts to each other from up above. You and me, all the people we see, we're all part of God's family. Love each other as brothers and sisters, as brothers and sisters, and honor others more than yourself, more than yourself. Romans 12:10, Romans 12:10.
That's a funny story, Dad. Man, it's so great to hear your voice. I've just really missed being able to talk to you. But yeah, it's nice to be able to call you. Okay. Oh, hey, Dad, they're here. I gotta go, okay? I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hey, guys, sorry. I was on the phone with my dad. I was trying to stay connected with him. It's really hard these days not getting to see your grandparents and your cousins and stuff. So I think the best thing to do is for us to use our phones and call people and just stay connected. There's people in our church that probably are desperate for some phone calls. So I'm going to try to do some more and just get my phone out and call people, which, you know, if you think about it, kind of reminds you of a Bible story. Do you remember Paul in the New Testament? He was totally on fire for Jesus after he gave his heart to the Lord, and he got so excited that he wanted to go around telling everybody that he could about the Lord and what Jesus had done in his life and how he changed him. He became a new creature, the Bible tells us, which is pretty exciting. But he was so excited that he became kind of just a threat to the world, and he ended up in jail. Not a threat because he was violent. People just didn't like what he was doing, telling people about the Lord. So he ended up in jail. He's isolated from the church, but that didn't stop him because he wrote letters. He wrote letters, which now are books in the Bible, and we read them over and over, and some of us don't even realize it was a letter that Paul wrote in isolation, being an encourager. There's a video I want to show you real quick to let you hear just a little bit more about Paul. So here it is.
The Miracle of Mercy. Paul. This is Saul. Saul was a Pharisee who hated the followers of Jesus so much that he would hunt them down to be brought to trial in Jerusalem. And he would even seek to murder them. Saul was uttering threats with every breath, and he was eager to kill the Lord's followers. So he went to the high priest. He asked him to write a letter to the Jews in Damascus that would allow him to arrest any Christians he found there. He wanted to bring them, both men and women, back to Jerusalem in chains. Now Saul went on his way, and as he came near Damascus, a light from heaven flashed around him, and he heard a voice that said, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Saul cried out, "Who are you, Lord?" And the voice said, "I am Jesus. Rise and go into the city, and you will be told what to do." So Saul got up and he opened his eyes, but he couldn't see anything. So the men who were with Saul led him into the city. After 3 days, a man named Ananias came to Saul. He put his hands on Saul, and immediately Saul could see again. And with that, Saul became a follower of Jesus. He became the very thing he had tried to hunt. And he immediately began telling people that Jesus is the Son of God, and he taught them about the mercy of God that he had received. And all who heard him were amazed. He then went by a new name, Paul, as he began preaching not just to the Jewish people, but to everyone. Despite many difficulties like being imprisoned, shipwrecked, and narrowly escaping death multiple times, Paul continued to preach about Jesus. Paul said that he would do everything he could to save people and help them know God. And that's just what he did in order to reach people who would otherwise be unreached. And many came to know Jesus because of what Paul said. Paul taught many in his day through his letters, but even more have come to learn more about Jesus through the letters of Paul that can be read even to this day.
Okay guys, our verse of the day is found in Hebrews 6:10. It goes like this: God will not forget your works and your love you have shown him as you help his people and continue to do so. Hebrews 6:10. Okay, say it with me this time. God will not forget your works and your love you have shown him as you help his people and continue to do so. Hebrews 6:10.
So right now, with all the craziness going on, it's more important than before to stay connected with people. Our church needs to connect with one another. We need to connect with our neighbors. So it kind of seems a little overwhelming though, which reminds me of the story of the starfish. Do you remember this old story? It's about a boy that one morning he was out early in the morning and he was picking up starfish and he was just throwing them one at a time back into the ocean. Over and over he went down the beach. He just picked a starfish up and he'd give it a toss into the ocean. And this man was passing by and he saw the boy picking up a starfish and he stopped and he said, "What are you doing? This beach is filled with thousands and thousands of starfish. You're never going to make a difference." And the boy picked up one and he threw it into the ocean. He said, "Made a difference in that one." So find a way today, guys. Find a way to make a difference in one person in our church or a neighbor. Call them, check on them. Call your grandma, call your grandpa, check on them. Make sure they're doing okay and just make a difference. We got to stay connected together and make sure everybody is doing well and they're not feeling alone or separated.
Mom,
Yeah.
look, I got a letter.
You got a letter. That's awesome. That's a great way, guys. It's a great way to stay connected. You guys get your pens and papers out and start writing letters. Send an encouraging word to somebody that may be having a hard day. And you know what? If you don't know people's addresses, call the church. We're still here. We're still working. Call. We will hook you up with somebody that you can brighten their day with. Hey guys, we love you. It was great being in your homes with you. I hope you are having the best day. I can't wait to see you all in person real soon. We love you. Bye-bye.
Let's go!
You're everything we could ever want. You're everything we could ever need. You're the reason we're coming here. You're the reason we're gonna sing. Everything we could ever want. You're everything we could ever need. You're the reason we're coming here.